Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're tackling, well, a really unique set of source materials. We've got documents that mix complex academic language, numerical codes, and honestly, a pretty bizarre kitchen drama.
It really is something else. It's possibly one of the most surreal mnemonic devices we've come across. We're looking at sources that give us a story, a kind of picture dictionary for concepts, and even specific numbers.
Right, so our goal here, our mission,
Yes.
is to unpack this whole scenario. You know, the vixen, the gorilla, this rainbow ostrich.
Don't forget the banana.
Cannot forget the peeled banana. We want to show how this completely unforgettable, almost cartoonish picture is actually an intellectual shortcut. It encodes a really deep moral idea about conflict, self-control, and honor.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the image, the one thing that's going to stick with you. Picture a gorilla freezing a furious ostrich. An ostrich wearing a judo uniform with a peeled banana on its head.
Yeah, let that sink in.
Okay, so let's break this down. Where do we even start? Maybe the setting?
Good idea. Let's start with the first source. It's called Conflict, Honor, and Restraint in the Kitchen. And it sets a very specific mood, right away stillness. The first figure we really focus on is a vixen. She's a cook.
Okay, a vixen cook.
Yeah.
And she's frying an omelet, but not in a pan, right? It's on a bell.
Exactly, an upturned bell. And the source makes a point of the bell's deep sound, its resonance, is meant to signal be still or silence to the whole area.
So she's kind of setting the stage, controlling the atmosphere.
Precisely. She's the architect of calm, you could say.
Oh.
But then right nearby, chaos is brewing. And it centers on this rainbow-colored ostrich.
A rainbow ostrich.
Yeah.
And it's wearing a judo uniform.
For full judo uniform, yeah. Which the lexicon later tells us represents strife or contention. And this ostrich is just absolutely furious, pure rage.
Okay, judo uniform means conflict. Makes sense. But why is it so mad? What's the trigger?
This is the best part. The trigger for all this fury is the ultimate humiliation. Having a peeled banana placed on its head.
A peeled banana. Not just a banana, a peeled one. That detail feels important. It's so specific, so absurd.
It is. It's designed to be memorable. It's the flashpoint for the strife. And this is where the gorilla comes in.
The gorilla, our hero.
Well, the agent of restraint, certainly. The gorilla doesn't fight back. It doesn't engage the ostrich's anger at all. Instead, it shows complete self-control. It actually generates cold air from its hands.
Like superpowers.
Sort of, yeah. A white mist forms, and it quickly freezes into a thick ice block, completely encasing the raging ostrich, judo suit and all.
Whoa, so it literally freezes the anger, stops the conflict cold. It preserves that silence the vixen's bell called for. But why ice? Why not just, pin it down?
That's the symbolic part starting to come through. The ice block represents cessation, complete rest, an immediate stop to all activity. It's about cooling that internal heat.
So you've got the ostrich's burning rage versus the gorilla's cool control.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That contrast is the core lesson here, according to the first source. And the text says, once the ostrich is frozen, the atmosphere is filled with honor.
Honor. Okay, so the moral seems to be honor comes from stopping strife through self-control, while flying off the handle over something trivial like a banana peel is foolish.
That's the gist of it, yeah. Foolish meddling. It's a visual analogy for resolving conflict. But then we get to the second source, the visual lexicon for mnemonic encoding.
Right, and this is where it gets really interesting. Like you said, it's not just an analogy, it's a code.
A meticulously crafted code, every single element means something specific. It's mapping concepts, mostly from Hebrew words, onto these images. Our third source confirms these word clusters.
Okay, let's decode it then. The gorilla. What does the gorilla stand for?
The gorilla represents lish, that means for a man. It embodies the strong, responsible figure capable of choosing the honorable path.
For a man. Got it. And the ostrich, the rainbow one.
It's doing double duty. First, the ostrich itself stands for evil, meaning fool.
A fool. Why an ostrich, though?
Well, the lexicon connects the ostrich to risky behavior, like a gambler, specifically a roulette player, short-term focus, ignoring danger, not listening to advice.
Ah, so it's not just stupid, it's reckless and easily provoked, like getting furious over banana peel.
Yeah. Precisely. It fits the moral definition of the fool in this context.
Right.
And the second part, the rainbow color.
Yeah, what's that for?
That represents vikhol. It means and every or all. So putting it together, we have the man, represented by the gorilla, contrasted with every fool, the rainbow ostrich.
Okay, characters decoded, man versus every fool. Now the props and actions. What about honor? The big concept.
Kavod, honor, that's the bell.
The bell the vixen was using. Why a bell for honor?
Think about its qualities. Heavy, resonant, majestic. It commands attention and stillness. Honor, in this sense, has that kind of weight and presence. It connects back to the vixen demanding quiet.
Okay, that works. Visual weight, conceptual weight? Nice. And the action the man takes, ceasing from strife?
That's the ice block. The concept is shavat, meaning cease or rest. The ice forces a complete stop, total cessation.
Makes sense. Ice stop. And the conflict itself, the strife.
Merev, strife or contention. That's encoded in the judo uniform, the clothing of conflict.
Judo uniform is strife.
Got it.
Which leaves the banana.
The peeled banana, the source of all the trouble. That incredibly specific, memorable image represents Itgala,
Which means?
breakout or be revealed.
Okay.
The peeled banana reveals the ostrich's foolishness and allows the strike to break out.
Wow, so the peeling is the revealing part. The humiliation makes the conflict erupt. It's strangely brilliant.
It is. It's emotionally charged, so you remember it, you won't forget that image, and therefore you won't forget what triggers foolish conflict.
Okay, almost there. But what about the numbers? You mentioned the vixen and the omelet encode numbers. How does that work? This feels like deep code breaking now.
It is a specific mnemonic system. The sources point towards something like the major system, which maps consonants or visual shapes to numbers. So the vixen encodes 20.
Oh.
Well, maybe the V sound or shape for tarn, and the N sound or maybe the shape of her tail for 0. It depends on the exact variation of the system.
Okay, so it's an internal logic. Not obvious, but systematic if you know the key. And the omelet.
The omelet encodes O3. Often the round O shape is used for 0, and maybe the M sound or strokes or even how the yolk looks maps to 3.
So the vixen 20 and the omelet 03 are pointing us directly to chapter 20, verse 3.
Exactly. Of the book of Proverbs. It pins the entire visual mnemonic to a specific piece of text. It's like a visual footnote.
An entire ethical teaching packed into one chaotic kitchen moment. Amazing.
So now let's put it all together. Using the structure from the sources, the positive instruction comes first. The gorilla, man, seeks honor, represented by the bell, by ceasing the ice block from strife, the judo uniform.
That's the path of honor. Avoid the fight, keep control. And the warning.
The contrast is, every rainbow-color fool, ostrich, allows strife, the judo uniform, to break out, triggered by the peeled banana.
It maps perfectly. The whole crazy scene translates directly. So let's state the actual proverb this whole thing encodes. Proverbs 20, verse 3.
The sources confirm it. The entire narrative, characters, props, it's all designed for instant recall and understanding of Proverbs 20.3.
Which reads, "It is an honor for a man to cease from strife, but every fool will be meddling."
And there you have it. The synthesis is complete. This unbelievably specific, unforgettable image, gorilla, ice, rainbow ostrich, judo suit, banana peel rage, it's not just for memorizing the words, it drills home the meaning. Self-control versus foolish reactivity.
It's like the ultimate mental flashcard. You see the picture, you get the lesson.
And what's really powerful here, I think, is how effective, deliberately unrealistic, highly specific imagery can be because it's so divorced from normal reality.
Like you'd never actually see this.
Exactly. It doesn't blend in with other memories. It stands out. So it sticks instantly. It delivers complex knowledge very efficiently, which is, often the goal. Quick, deep understanding.
Yeah, the absurdity makes it memorable. It's almost like the weirdness is a feature, not a bug.
It really seems that way. Sometimes the best way to remember ancient wisdom is through imagery that feels almost modern or cartoonish.
Absolutely. Which brings us to a final thought for you, the listener. Given how detailed the encoding is, right down to the vixen for 20 and the omelet for 03, locking in Proverbs 20.3, it makes you wonder. What other completely bizarre scenes might be out there? Are there other visual codes like this, maybe encoding entire libraries of philosophy or history? Could there be, I don't know, a squirrel juggling a flaming pineapple that actually explains quantum physics? Something to think about.